Alright, we're live. Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Demi and I'm back with another video. If you are new, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, because I'll be getting videos up each and every day on Raptors content. And in today's video I have my computer today. We'll be reacting to how close was Kevin Durant joining the Toronto Raptors, and let's talk about this for the video and my own perspective. Let's watch this video and let's get to this for today's video.
Raptors GM Bobby Webster was forced to stop by the Tim and Friends station here at Media. Okay, so
I'm not cutting
don't worry, nobody watches this show. You're 6 years into this. Is Media Day now like very painful, or does it like mean something because it's a start?
No, it's still fun. Yeah, there's a first day of school kind of see everybody, excitement, energy. Yep. So we have fun with it.
Bro, Masai put the keys in Bobby's hands, bro, in Bobby's hands.
Okay. And
because he's the owner, right?
So last 11 years, I'm gonna give them to you. I want to know if you recognize these bad boys and what they might represent.
And the Raptors win total is not even a joke.
You do? What are they?
Over-unders from Vegas and our actual wins.
Bro, Vegas is a joke. The other Raptors under 50 wins. Like the Las Vegas over and under bets are actually a joke.
Okay, so we made easy money for our viewers. I don't know if you remember last year you stopped.
Really, I can't even bet and get the Raptors over 50 wins. I'll get my money worth,
and
bro.
I said that you guys were plus 240 to make the playoffs, and you chuckled. And if anyone was smart enough, that chuckle meant something.
The Raptors front office is the best front office, bro. Like, look at this. You're seeing his numbers here. The first, like last season, they had him at 35 wins for their total, and they got 48 wins last season. It was a joke. And then the season in Tampa, well, it wasn't. It was a different story. 42.5 and 27, and then 2019, 2020, they got 46. The same. But the stupid NBA is a joke for just their total win total. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Over your total last year.
That's a good amount.
Like the NBA, they gotta stop sleeping around it, bro. They have to.
Does it motivate you? You know these numbers.
I think the four, maybe. I think now it's just that's the expectation. I don't even know what it is this year.
44.5.
They had him at 44.5 wins. This is actually a joke.
A little more than 35.5 last year.
That's not that.
Yeah.
They made me smack my mic right now, bro.
What is Vegas? Because we do this every year, and we talk to our audience about what you guys are going to be or what you're hoping to be. And what do you think Vegas misses on you guys?
I don't know.
Nobody gets the Raptors respect. Like literally, the Raptors, they have the best starting five in the NBA, and you have a bench here that's coming, so they gotta fix it, bro. If my voice is cracking, bro, I can't with this anymore.
To theirs, I think what we probably value for ourselves, obviously starting off with Coach Nurse, and like you're gonna get,
no one says Nick Nurse in the Raptors, but you can't play with him.
He's gonna kind of throw the whole bag at you, which I think is really important. I think the other thing we always
and they can't be complaining to rest for losing every game.
Cohesiveness of the team, and I think that probably helps you over the course of the year, whether it's back-to-back.
If any team enters Scotiabank Arena, they're getting dogged.
The guys get up for the game.
It depends on the game flow, but it's over.
So I think those are stuff. So start with the coaches, and then there's some real aspect of team that I think we really care about.
Right. I've said this on the show, so tell me if I'm wrong, but do you guys actively recruit that in when you're making selections for the team? Guys that can fit into a team?
Yes, of course. Like, for example, you have Christian Koloko there looking into how he played. He played demonly last night. Like, it's not a joke. Christian Koloko can be a hidden gem in this Raptors roster, and he can make an All-NBA team. I'm not joking about that.
Feels like there's a certain personality with the talent that you look for.
I think you start, so it has to be the talent, right? You have to have like the requisite basketball skill.
Bobby Webster, he knows what he's doing, bro. He's basically another Messiah in a GM body.
And over the course of the year, I think that's why we brought in a Thaddeus Young type. Now, it's not every veteran, right? I think we followed Thaddeus. You talk to teams who've had him, or if you have a bit of a personal relationship. So I think you see
Thaddeus Young would demonly move, though. Like, if he did not get Thaddeus Young, we would be in trouble.
A bit into the thinking with Otto this summer. So who can kind of complement this group?
And Otto Porter, I got a video coming on him, bro. I'm working off of the Raptors. I got a video coming.
I think with Koloko, similarly, I think he...
Like I said.
With a younger player, it's a little bit more difficult to see how they're going to fit in. I think style of play, obviously rim protection, defense.
And Christian Koloko is very skinny if you see this, bro. He's very skinny.
How does it look in practice is kind of, I think, what I just went through. So, yeah.
Right. And it's less an exact science than it is.
We've had our misses, so it's fine too,
Gut feel. Yeah. Given the contracts on Fred, Pascal, Gary Trent.
Yeah, I got to talk about this. with the Tyler Hero extension, Fred VanVleet and Pascal are eligible for extension. I don't know if it's a $110 to $130 million. They're going to extend both of them. If freaking Tyler Hero getting paid, they're going to get extended.
And if anyone can hear people yelling, they're doing promos for Sportsnet around the corner, so we apologize. Do you feel like this could be the most pivotal season of your tenure in Toronto?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one.
The Raptors, honestly, within the next 2 or 3 years, they have people like Gary Trent on extensions. Yeah, people like Pascal on extensions. Yeah, people like Fred. You're basically up to your whole core.
Pivotal one, so I think, rather than comparing to the past, I think it's an interesting year because there are a lot of players who have the ability to make kind of a jump, right? Scotty in his own way is doing it, right?
Scotty's been going disgusting.
Precious. I think Fred and Pascal have another
But let's
jump.
team is Scotty's team, though.
Relatively speaking, they've established themselves as all-star, all-NBA, so can one of those guys get to the next level? But yeah, I think we do sit here with a bit of a group of that middle players, and it's like, okay, are they all going to make the jump together? Will one make a bigger jump? How will they fit in?
It's going to be hard to keep everybody.
I think that's probably the excitement that we see coming from our perspective, and probably from the fans as well, which is we didn't go out and make a lot of changes this summer for precisely that reason, because we think that
there wasn't really a lot of changes, basically. They just got, they fixed their bench, which is what they had to do.
As constructed can make a jump.
Mm-hmm. Okay, stay with me here.
Yeah.
I remember I came to one of these media days, and I talked to GM Masai at the time, and I gave him a stat that had confounded me, and I was almost obsessed with it for a while. And that is, since the 1979 Sonics, who won the title, I don't know if you remember that team, Lenny Wilkins was the coach, Slick was, before your time, got it. So since that 79 team, only, at the time, 2 different teams had won a title without an MVP, current, former, or future on the team.
Okay. You don't need an MVP to win a freaking championship. Yes, you do. You need a superstar, yes. But I don't think you need a superstar like that to win or to even have a chance at making the finals. Like, for example, what other team can I give an example? The Boston Celtics, you don't even have an MVP type player. You have Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And then you have Marcus Smart, who is basically a role player. You don't need a good starting lineup to basically get you to the finals. You don't. If you want to win, maybe yes, but you don't need basically a huge core of superstars. You may just need about maybe an all-star and an MVP, and that's pretty much it. And complementary players. There's nothing else to really do.
And that was the Bad Boy Pistons. Isaiah Thomas was pretty good. Yeah. And it was the Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, Chauncey Billups Pistons until, of course, you guys did it again. And it was before Masai pulled the trigger.
We didn't really have an MVP type player. The only MVP type player we had was Kawhi Leonard.
I could agree that if Kawhi were healthy for an entire season, he might be an MVP as well. So, I mean, we're talking
Kawhi went disgusting, bro.
2 teams.
He made a silly decision leaving. He made the silliest decision leaving ever.
Do you see an MVP on this roster?
I see some MVP potential yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. MVP potential.
Go from All-NBA, kid, rookie, whoever you want to put in that potential mix. How do you get them from where they are to that level?
I think, it starts mentally, right? Are they able to kind of handle that? And I think not handle that in the sense of, the media or the players, but
the Raptors roster from head to toe is going to be a very big clog because you have players that want to reach their potential and you have players that are ready to break out. This Raptors roster from head to toe it's just going to be nasty. It's going to be a problem for the league.
The amount of dedication and hard work and commitment. I think that was one thing that always.
I'm not making any customs video. I'm not.
And was just the level of endurance, focus. That's how much he cared. And so you want to find those type of players. You can cultivate it in them. I think it has to be 100% on both ends of the court. So you get a guy that plays one end and not the other. So I think there are, but it's hard. That's
and the Raptors are the best starting 5 in the league, minding that, bro.
These are, you're competing with the best players in the world. You have Giannis and Doncic and Durant. We're looking every corner of the globe. But I think that's why are we sitting here if we don't think our players can do that? Right. And I think the no MVP, I thought was interesting because when we had the Kyle and DeMar teams, I think there was that same thing. Can you guys win with this team?
Right.
Yeah, and Kyle and DeMar, they're close to winning a title.
Let's give them the opportunity and we'll see if they can, right? I mean, I think that's, rather than kind of preemptively deciding whether they can or can't, I think part of the fun that we see and part of the challenge is them feeling like they have the support and our confidence that they can go do it.
And the Raptors, they're the best organization to do so. So
I think it's really important.
Whatever you do.
Interesting. KD's an MVP. Was there any serious deliberation about whether or not you would dip the toe into that water?
I think anytime something serious like that is out there, you have to,
I don't know what the Raptors are smoking for KD. I'm not giving Scotty Barnes. I'm basically not giving Scotty, bro. Like, those rumors with KD for Scotty was a joke.
And examine it. I think ultimately where we came out.
And you're getting KD at 34 years old, bro.
Which is
doesn't make any sense.
Team, right?
I'd rather get Shea instead.
Time will tell, and that's the big challenge, to kind of go from a really good team to a legit contender. But yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay, I don't want to be the guy, before I let you go, who criticizes and then runs away when you come on the show or someone else comes on the show, so I'll throw it out there. I thought that at the deadline, you guys could have used a little bit more point guard depth.
Yep.
Maybe
they need to look for a point guard depth. Point guard depth, how they can get it done. They can basically just, sorry, my phone went off. They can basically get something like a Markel Fultz or somebody else. I don't know who. Like, if they can, or Jordan Clarkson, they can figure out the point guard issue, it'd be nice.
A traditional big. So I guess Christian Kolokolo will eventually be the traditional big. Do you feel like you needed more point guard depth?
They need more point guard depth, period.
On Freddie and or more shooting.
So I think our mindset, and our mindset is probably just going to generally not think in the traditional sense, right? So I think yes, I can get myself around point guard shooting big man, right? But I can also get myself around okay, if we go get one of those, they may have deficiencies elsewhere, and so you just replace one problem with another, right?
Yeah, you can.
We saw at the end of the playoffs last year that a lot of guys can handle the ball. So I think that was
everybody can basically handle the ball. Scotty, Scott Young, Precious, OG, Pascal,
which was you just
I want to do everything, bro.
That bit of a release valve. Right. And then traditional big man, something that
we don't really need a traditional big in this game. For example, the Celtics are running basically a lot of runs at 6'9". You don't really need it.
I think we saw probably the year or prior years, even if you go back to when we started, not every big man, traditional big man, is going to fit. And I think with our style of play,
you look at the point guard position.
Not bad, yeah. I'm on my phone.
And I know that we're this is all one conversation, and it's really interesting, I think, to the audience to know, will Scotty be handling point guard?
I think Scotty gonna have more of a point guard role, to be honest, in my opinion.
Will you trust some of your more traditional point guards?
Well, I think
I gotta get rid of the word traditional.
You're not gonna give me Nick Bassar not gonna like traditional very much. I think really, listen, Scotty was 20, he's 21, he's played a lot of point guard, so yes, we're going to put the ball in his hands more. I think we saw in the Philly series with no Van Vliet that there are other people.
When Scotty had a ball in his hands, he just went disgusting.
If you're going to have those creators, and you can just surround them with people who can shoot, so it kind of all matches. But yeah, it'd be hard for me to say, do we need another point guard? No, we need another creator, and that creator can be 6 foot or 6'9".
Right.
Yep.
Does that lessen the burden? Do you want to play less minutes for Fred and Pascal this year?
I think, yes. Ideally, yeah.
They got a lot of minutes and stagger the minutes properly,
really appreciate you doing this annual trip here.
The Raptors, they got a lot of stuff to do.
But I do appreciate
that's
you.
That's it, right? Alright, that is it. And that's the entry on the Raptors with Tim and Bobby on the Raptors. And they got Kevin Durant and the stuff for the season. So if you are new, like I said, the Raptors have a lot of work to do, and there's not really much else. They just got to get a guard and just basically keep rebuilding with their young core. And that's it for the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on this channel, because I'm going to try to get videos up each and every day. And make sure that like button, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Demi, and I'm out. This video will be a long video, but I'll make cuts. I'm out. Peace.